potential fuel shortages, a new RV manufacturer, Memorial Day travel forecasts, and more. I'm Jason Epperson, and it's time for this week's RV and camping news. Since Monday, the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline has increased by 11 cents to a record $4.59 a gallon, and now every single state in the nation has an average fuel price over $4. According to the Energy Information Administration, total domestic gasoline stocks decreased by 4.8 million barrels last week, while demand increased by 300,000 barrels per day. Diesel sits at $5.56 on average nationwide, and its stocks are decreasing as well. According to AAA, the supply-demand dynamic combined with volatile crude prices will likely continue to keep upward pressure on pump prices. A AAA spokesperson said that even the annual seasonal demand dip for gasoline during that lull between spring break and Memorial Day, which would normally help lower prices, is having no effect this year. Meanwhile, the annual switch to more expensive summer blends of gasoline, which usually adds 7 to 10 cents per gallon depending on the market, is happening right now. That switchover should be complete nationwide by early June. Even with record high fuel prices, though, AAA predicts 39.2 million people will travel 50 miles or more from home this Memorial Day weekend. That's an increase of 8.3% over 2021, bringing travel volumes almost in line with pre-pandemic levels. The vast majority of those people will be traveling on the roads. Memorial Day is usually a good predictor of what's to come for summer travel. And AAA's booking data shows that big cities and beaches are top destinations this Memorial Day, topped by Orlando, Seattle, Miami, and Las Vegas. Location data analytics firm INRIX predicts drivers will encounter the longest travel delays before the holiday weekend, particularly during the afternoons on Thursday, May 26th and Friday, May 27th. Drivers in major U.S. metros could experience double the travel times compared to a normal trip. The worst corridors will be I-85 through Atlanta, I-93 through Boston, and I-290 through Chicago. Everything from campgrounds to restaurants to attractions will be busier this Memorial Day, so be prepared if you're traveling. With all that driving, there's even greater threat of fuel shortages looming. We talked about a potential diesel shortage last week in the Northeast, and that's still a very real threat. Apparently, refinery capacity is much lower in the Northeast since the explosion at Philadelphia Energy Solutions back in 2019. That refinery was responsible for supplying 28% of the East Coast fuel supply. And with demand just now reaching pre-pandemic levels, the supply isn't meeting that demand. An energy analyst told CNBC on Thursday that the country is just one natural disaster away from both gasoline and diesel shortages, and there's nothing to be done about it, short of building a new refinery before the summer, which isn't going to happen. If a currently operating refinery were to stop production because of an accident or a hurricane, the analyst said we're on the verge of a U.S. oil crisis. We've never seen inventories this low, particularly in the Northeast. We haven't seen gasoline this low at this time of year ever. 1 million barrels per day of refinery capacity was lost when a few oil companies went out of business when the pandemic hit. But fuel demand roared back, and we're now seeing the implications of that. And it's not just in the US, it is a worldwide potential shortage of fuel. More to come in a moment, including a new RV manufacturer, a shortage of RV transporters, and an update on that big propane quick disconnect recall. But first, this episode is sponsored by the Togo RV app. The free Togo RV app offers maintenance reminders, recall alerts, checklists, and more for your specific RV. And if you upgrade to a Road Pass Pro membership, you get RV-friendly GPS routing, access to thousands of verified overnight parking location listings, discounts on lots of great products like tires and lithium batteries, plus premium access to the other apps under the Road Pass umbrella. Download the Togo RV app for free today and get $10 off your Road Pass Pro membership with the code RVMiles10X. From our friends over at RVBusiness.com, there's a new RV manufacturer on the way, helmed by several well-known RV industry executives. Brinkley RV will build towable RVs on a 250-acre campus on the southeast side of Goshen, Indiana. Production should get underway in late 2022 or early 2023, with 350 workers building a line of trailers, which the new owners only describe as simply the best. Also from RV business, apparently there's a big shortage in RV transport drivers. These are the folks that haul an RV from the manufacturer to dealers across the country. Enough labor is the major problem, as it is in most industries right now, along with fuel prices and access to available trucks to buy. Apparently, RVs are being parked at random places all around Elkhart County waiting for pickup, like golf courses and old used car lots. When it's more difficult to transport RVs, the cost of RVs goes up. When you buy an RV in Nevada that was built in Indiana, you're paying for those shipping costs. Meanwhile, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has renewed its exemption from Class A and Class B commercial driver's licenses for RV transporters for another 5 years. If you're looking for work, there's plenty of it to be had in Elkhart County. Dragonfly Energy, the makers of battle-born lithium batteries, is going public and will be listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange under the symbol DFLI. Sold direct to consumers under the Battle-Born brand and to OEMs such as Keystone RV under the Dragonfly Energy brand, Dragonfly generated $78 million in revenue in 2021. Dragonfly intends to use a portion of the proceeds raised from this transaction to accelerate the development and commercialization of its revolutionary all-solid-state battery technology. Solid-state batteries will be a big improvement over current lithium-ion technologies. They're smaller and lighter, with 2.5 times the energy density of current lithium-ion tech. That means more room in your RV's battery compartment and less of a weight tax on electric vehicles. Solid-state batteries will also charge 4 to 6 times faster, and they'll be safer and easier to manufacture. Wilson Electronics, makers of WeBoost cell signal boosters, have released a new WeBoost mobile app. The free app provides customers with a step-by-step guide to aid with the installation of all their products, along with a cell tower locator and a cell signal strength reading, so you can better understand and utilize your cellular boosting devices. The cell tower locator will show you which direction to point the antenna with the strongest cell signal, automatically searching for a cell tower that's compatible with your carrier network. The cell signal strength reading, which is something I've long wanted, will allow you to compare the cell signal with and without the booster, so you can see if you're improving signal strength and speed. The WeBoost app is now available to US customers for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. A quick note about that Propane quick disconnect recall. More companies have been added, including Grand Design and Winnebago. If you want to quick check, the recall disconnects have a black dust cover, not yellow or blue. Last week, I showed one with a blue cover. Just as an example, that was a product from MB Sturgis, which is not recalled. I apologize for the error, and in fact, it would be a good replacement for the quick disconnect that's recalled if you just want to change it out yourself for a few bucks instead of going to a dealer to have it checked out and waiting for a potential replacement. I'll link to their website in the description. That's it for this week's news. Hit the like button for the algorithm, please. It really helps out. And leave a comment below letting us know if fuel prices and looming shortages are affecting your upcoming travels. Here's last week's video if you missed it, and we'll see you next week.